Return again to Ms. Jane Hoopy, Deputy Director of Environment of ICAO, to share
cost for implementation.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all. It gives me great pleasure to welcome the ICAO's Deputy Director for Environment, Ms. Jane Hoopy, and her team to Fiji, and I'd like to thank ICAO, UNDP, and GEF for organizing this capacity building seminar on low emission aviation measures here in Nadi to equip the small island developing states with guidance required to implement aviation environmental protection measures with a special focus on the needs of the SIDS. Environmental protection is critically important to SIDS who are at the forefront of the adverse impacts of climate change and who share common economic challenges of isolation, limited resources, and natural disasters. SIDS therefore need significant investment and assistance from international communities in climate change adaptation, resilience, and mitigation measures, in particular capacity building and financing. The Pacific region, and in particular Fiji, have played an important role in the 2017 UN Climate Change Conference by presiding over and leading COP23 to be a global force, calling on the international community to commit to more ambitious targets to curb carbon emissions that are warming our planet, and Fiji continues to play this important role this year as well. To address climate change, in addition to adaptation, Fiji recognizes the importance of mitigation even for SIDS, and is therefore taking a proactive approach in reducing its emission levels despite contributing minimally globally to climate change. It is important that we all must commit ourselves to climate change mitigation measures and reducing our emission levels whilst adapting to climate change. Fiji was the first Pacific Island state to submit its State Action Plan for reducing its international aviation emissions in August 2015, and is currently in the process of reviewing and updating its State Action Plan by August 2018. Our Nadi International Airport also received Airport Carbon Accreditation Level 1 certification from the Airports Council International. This accreditation recognizes the efforts put in by Fiji airports to reduce their carbon emissions, and Fiji Airports is currently working on achieving Level 2 certification for Nadi Airport at least. Having said that, in implementing any environmental project, funding often remains a top challenge for SIDS, and we welcome all partnerships in that regard. This seminar will raise awareness on various funding mechanisms available to SIDS in implementing aviation emission measures. Aviation is undoubtedly one of the fastest growing contributors of carbon emissions, and we all need to play our part and strive collectively to achieve the ambitious targets that we agreed to in the ICAO 39th Assembly. I'm sure that this seminar will provide a great learning experience and guidance to SIDS to implementing the aviation environmental protection measures in their respective states. This seminar will also provide an excellent opportunity to share experiences and lessons learned in order to work towards a collaborative approach for emission protection, environmental protection, and reducing international aviation emission. With those few words, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you all a very pleasant stay in Fiji, and it gives me great pleasure to invite Ms. Jane to address this session.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Abdullah, Yanta, it's an honor and my most sincere pleasure to be with you to share the good progress that we are achieving towards the sustainability of air travel. We are living an energy revolution. The pace by which we are progressing on the development and implementation of clean sources of energy, be it solar, wind, thermal, tide, etc., it's unprecedented. Particularly on solar energy, we have seen doubling of capacity and halving of the cost in a very short time. Clean energy sources are essential for the future of humanity. It's crucial for all activities, including aviation. But let me talk specifically on its importance for the airport operations at the small islands developing states, the SEADs. When we talk about air transport, we pay a lot of attention to airline economics, much less on airport economics. And when we do so, we focus on the operation of the big ones. For those, energy costs are important, but not the top operational cost. But that can be the case for many SEADs airports. And switching to solar not only provides for a better environmental performance, but also makes all the sense on economic terms. This is the level of relevance of the concrete initiatives we'll be sharing with you in the upcoming days. For the first time in history, the International Civil Aviation Organization, in collaboration with the United Nations Development Program and the Global Environment Facility, embarked in a project that is an example that can be further replicated in all SEADs. The installation of a gate electrification system and photovoltaic panels to supply solar energy to aircraft while they are parked at the gate. The Solar at Gate project is a decisive step in turning aviation's journey towards a carbon-free, door-to-door international travel into reality. ICAO started this journey under the impetus of its member states in 2010 with the adoption of the Assembly Resolution 837/19, requesting ICAO and its member states to work together to achieve a global aspiration goal for carbon neutral growth from 2020 through the implementation of a basket of measures. Since significant progress has been made on each element in the basket of measures: technology and standards, sustainable aviation fuels, operational improvements, and a market-based measures, the carbon offsetting and reduction scheme for international aviation, or CORSIA. ICAO is developing considerable efforts now to support its member states in implementing the monitoring, reporting, and verification requirements of CORSIA that will have to be ready to start in 1st of January 2019 by all ICAO member states. Several SEADs have already announced their commitment to join the offsetting requirements of CORSIA during the first voluntary phase, starting in 2021. The CO2 emissions from all international flights departing from those states participating in CORSIA will be compensated through the purchase of carbon credits, creating a truly carbon neutral journey. This is the case for the Asia-Pacific SEADs that have already joined CORSIA, and we applaud their pioneering spirit and commitment to the protection of the environment demonstrated for their willingness to join the scheme from its outset. We welcome and acknowledge the boldness of such decisions, which only reinforces the importance of decreasing CO2 emissions from international aviation, so that CORSIA intervenes as a gap filler in the climate change strategy implemented by states and their stakeholders. Concrete mitigation measures, such as the pilot project we will be sharing with you this week, could be implemented as part of this strategy. And we hope to see many other states embark in replicating the Solar at Cape project and also joining Corsia. ICAO is determined to work in close partnership with all stakeholders and organizations who would have an interest in progressing towards that journey. Our partnership with UNDP and GF has allowed us to deliver unique guidance material and showcase to the world the importance of solar energy for aviation as an important renewable source. The next 2 days will allow us to dig deeper into these topics and share the guidance and tools that were developed to facilitate the implementation of low emissions measures. Last but not least, I would like to warmly thank the government of Fiji, which since the last assembly has been in the forefront of promoting environmental activities for aviation. You have been extremely committed partners, and your initiative since the assembly has led us to be here in the region today, looking into the best way to support all cities in their journey towards the sustainability of air transport. I would like also to give a particular specific thanks to the government of Fiji and the CAA for their sense of hospitality. We were made to feel home here. Last but not least, I'd like to thank all of you. It's very important your presence here for us. And I count on all of you to join efforts with ICAO in showcasing the importance and relevance of the measures for reducing aviation emissions and making the case for the replication of the Solar to Gate project in all cities around the world. That is our next destination. Vinaka.